time. Oh, hi. Nice to see you. Welcome to Mash on This, Mashable's daily culture and entertainment show that gives you tomorrow's biggest news stories today, sponsored by Ally's hardest working dollar. I'm your host, Zane Asher, that's Blondo con Cafe, also known as Dory Greenberg. On Mash on This, we give you a quick rundown of what we think is the best the internet has to offer. So be sure to tell us what you think in the comments, and we'll get to them at the end of the show. Now, let's get into it, shall we? If I didn't know better, I would believe that Donald Trump and his offspring were regulars at SoulCycle. Because man, do these people love to spin. Or at least they try their best to spin, especially when it comes to situations where they are clearly at fault. Case in point, Donald Trump Jr.'s latest attempt to justify his secret meeting with a Russian lawyer and lead people to believe he didn't do anything wrong. Jr. went on Trump fanboy Sean Hannity's show after he himself released his damning emails to the public. And while he did say, I would have done things a little differently if he had the chance, he also managed to work in a little spin saying, quote, someone sent me an email. I can't help what someone sends me. I read it. I responded accordingly. But there's a lot wrong with this weak excuse for an excuse. Let's start with the fact that receiving an email, pretty innocent, but responding and acting on the email, very different, especially when that email clearly says that the Russian government wants to help sabotage an American election. And he didn't just receive the email about this supposedly incriminating information and remain hesitant, quite the contrary. He loved it. He was giddy about the whole thing, despite again, that it was information that was supposed to be coming from the Russian government. Also, and this is the best part, all of these new facts about Jr.'s meeting completely contradict his own on-the-record quotes about how he never spoke to any Russians about helping out with his father's presidential campaign. I think he needs to spend a little more time on that stationary bike because his spin skills still need a lot of work. And who knew that after all the fuss the Trump family made about Hillary Clinton's emails that we would be discussing a Trump email scandal now. Life's so crazy. But while we're on this topic though, let's dive a little deeper into the man who orchestrated this whole Trump-Russian lawyer affair. Rob Goldstone, on the surface, looks like that guy who exclusively wears velour jumpsuits to the club and buys bottle service just so women will hang around him and cries himself to sleep every night. But he apparently is so much more than that. Here's a little taste. Goldstone, who is best summed up as a British music publicist with the tact of a drunk elephant seal, is a big fan of social media oversharing. This is a screenshot of an Instagram picture that was posted the day after the U.S. election. The caption said, hedging bets, underneath his Russia shirt. He has since made his Instagram private, and we literally have no idea why he would do such a thing. But good thing Goldstone is also active on Facebook, where he amazingly checked into the Trump Tower in New York City the day that Trump Jr., Kushner, and Manafort were at the meeting with the Russians, which he set up for them. He was clearly very proud to be there, and even if the pics he has are really crappy quality, he's still proud of them. I bet he couldn't wait to post this blurry gem, another from the day after the election, where Trump is seen hanging out with Russian pop star Emin Agalarov, whose dad just happens to be very good friends with Vladimir Putin. Why celebrate your victory with the American public when you can party with the sloppy British guy and someone from the Russian elite who definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, did not help you win the election at all? If you can't even believe it, there is more shockingly obtainable information about Rob Goldstone out there, some that's so explicit that we can't even display it on this show. So make sure to check it out for yourself by reading Heather Dockray's article about it on Mashable.com. Okay, enough politics for today. Let's shift to science, where there is huge breaking news, big emphasis on the huge and the breaking. One of the largest icebergs ever recorded has broken free in Northwest or Northwest Antarctica, Northwest. According to a team of researchers from the UK-based research project known as Project Midas, the iceberg weighs about 1 trillion tons. It's as big as the entire state of Delaware and has a volume that's twice the size of Lake Erie. With the 2,200 square miles of iceberg breaking off, the Larsen C ice shelf has now been reduced by more than 12%. And according to researchers, the landscape of the Antarctic Peninsula is forever changed. Since 2014, scientists have watched the crack in the Larsen C ice shelf slice its way through the ice. It's also important to note that while the iceberg itself won't add to sea level rise, it may have significant consequences down the road by weakening the overall shelf and limiting its ability to hold back inland glaciers. Cracks and calving of ice are relatively normal. However, because of the size of the iceberg, the place where it split, and how fast it split, this is truly pivotal occurrence for our planet. For more in-depth information, be sure to read Andrew Friedman's article on Mashable.com. There's a lot of good stuff happening there. Go and read it. But y'all, I gotta take a second to talk about our awesome sponsor, Ally. I've been telling you about the Ally Hardest Working Dollar sweepstakes for the last few weeks, but here's a quick recap for those with poor memory. Ally has launched a sweepstakes challenging everyday humans to find the hardest working dollar bills. It's rad. Here's the tea. Head to allyhardestworkingdollar.com and enter the serial number for your boring, old, smelly $1 bill to find out if it was given a raise by Ally. So many people just like you have recently turned their $1 bills into a chance to win a whole lot more. But have no fear, readers, because there are still plenty of opportunities for you to do the same. This week, Salt Lake City has been added to the list of cities with the hardest working dollars in rotation. Check out this handy map to see the rest. And don't forget to check those single buckaroos you have in your wallet today. They might stink a little, but dollars travel, and they could have you sniffing the sweet smell of success. I know we don't talk about sports ball much on this show, but we understand that some of you are fans of the stuff. And maybe some of you were watching the MLB All-Star Baseball game last night, which took place in my birthplace, Miami, Florida. I grew up with the Marlins as my home team, and while I don't really invest much time in them now, there are some very rich and high-profile people who are competing to invest a whole lot more than time into the team. According to the Miami Herald, Derek Jeter, that one, is jockeying his wallet to buy the Marlins, and he's getting a little help from basketball legend Michael freaking Jordan, who already owns the Charlotte Hornets. But the two sports icons have some pretty stiff competition from none other than Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305 himself, Pitbull. It actually makes a lot of sense for Senor Pitbull to want ownership of the Marlins, since he was their in-house DJ and hype man before he was a superstar, and is also a born and raised Miamian, all of which makes me want to scream, Dolly. But Pitbull isn't riding solo on this either. No siree, Bob. His money team is comprised of Marcus Lemonis, who some might know as the investor guru from The Prophet, Shoney's CEO David Davidpour, who you can blame for your Shoney's-related diarrhea, and last but certainly not least, Jeb! Bush. Are you applauding at home? Please clap. Please clap for Jeb. He needs this. He's so desperate to have a position of power. For more absurdly wonderful details about this developing story, definitely check out Sam Laird's article on Mashable.com. But also, what do you think about this hilarious melee? Who will you want to own the Marlins? Let us know in the comments. And I would also like to add that birthday boy Bob Al Green, upon hearing about this story, said, quote, "I believe the Jeb! Has retired to spend more time with his family. Happy birthday, Bob." In Kardashian news, because what even is news if there isn't a Kardashian in it? In a recent Snap story that was posted Monday evening, observant followers of Kim K noticed that there appeared to be 2 lines of powder on a table behind Kim. It's right there on the bottom, kind of right. Because the white powder was lined up in 2 perfectly blowable lines, people were quick to call out Kim, accusing her of accidentally snapping lines of cocaine. But Kim, a mother of two, wasn't having it. She responded to the allegations by stating that she does not play with rumors like this. According to Kim, the lines of powder were just sugar. But last night, Kim addressed the mystery powder once again. Take a look.
Okay, you guys, I just got back to my hotel room. And look at this table, same position. It is still there. My candy boot. Please don't. No, that's mine. So we did go to Dylan's candy shop. I did think that it was our pixie sticks. But after all that, this table in the background is a marble table, you guys. Like, come on. I thought it was my candy. So come on. I don't play like that.
Cool. We get it. It's a very expensive marble table, but she really should have checked that out before taking the snap, I think. It was kind of a rookie move on her part. But is this cocaine sugar table talk just a distraction from the boiling hot water that Rob Kardashian is in? Are the Kardashians pulling a Trump? We maybe will never have peace. I don't know. Let us know in the comments. We want to hear what you have to say.